Hello Sunshine, this is Joy from Michigan in the US, and today I am excited to get back to my previous pours colors, which I think it was 2 videos ago, where I did my water lily colored pours, but today we're going to do the same colors with flip cups. I'm trying to decide how many I need. I think I'll do 5. That's probably more paint. Let's do 4. Probably more paint than I need. So I've got violet plus white, I've got lime green by Liquitex, I have rouge, I have white, I have black plus silver, I have just black, and I have this lovely mix of purples. This is, I couldn't even tell you, it's a metallic purple by Deco Art, and then I think it's purple iris or something along those lines for this one. So the other custom color I have is silver plus, well actually it's mostly phthalo blue with some purple, and then I added some silver and some iridescent medium, and it's just a really pretty glittery color. So hopefully that'll do some pretty stuff for us. I do have silicone in several of these colors. The blue that I just showed you, my lime green has both white and silicone in it, white so that it doesn't dry quite so transparent. My black with silver has silicone, and my white has silicone. So I'm just going to layer my cups. I am going to do 2 with black and 2 with white, and then just see what kind of effects we get. And it's a flip cup, so the order of your colors is not nearly so important as it would be with other pours. So ooh, I went outside the cup on that one. We'll do white for this one. Oh, there went a chunk. We'll have to fish that out later. Then we'll do some green. Trying to think through what colors I want next. It's always kind of just whatever my heart says, which you never know what my heart's gonna say. I want some rouge in there. Let's get some of that going. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill my other 3 cups. Like I said, I'm only gonna put white in 2 of the cups. The rest will have, the other 2 will have black. So I will be right back with you guys. All right, guys, I am back with you. I have my 4 cups filled. I wanna switch these 2. So we have our white cups and our black cups. Now comes the hard part of flipping them without getting paint all over me, and they are very full. So lost some there, but that's okay. I lost a lot more there. I wasn't quick enough, guys. That was better. Look at those pretty cells. That was better. All right, I'm gonna let those sit for just a minute. Kind of want the paint to drain down the sides. There's some beautiful cells there. We'll see if we get to keep any of that. Just poking a little, ooh, just gonna help that one along. Same thing here. Not sure I should have done that route, and I'm dripping all over. All right, let's see if I can, I don't even know, guys. This paint over here needs to come down a bit, but I'm gonna lose all that, so we'll figure it out. And that's the problem with going from opposite directions. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm dripping through everything. All right, well, who knew, right? I'm just adding all sorts of interesting effects. Oh, I knew coming out to my art room, I was very tired. So maybe I've just pushed myself a little too much today. All right. I feel like I'm losing way too much paint off this one end. This corner here is going to be in this corner. We might have to add some white or black. That's okay. I left those out on purpose. My green really just sort of disappeared. You really don't want to tip a flip cup with silicone quite this much, but in order to get everything covered, I feel like that's what I have to do. So, I don't know. This may be, it's all sorts of wonky. I may have to redo it. I'm kind of tired of redoing things, guys. I feel like that's the story of my life. Just constantly try again. Because this is being tilted way too much. And I feel like I've wasted so much paint. See how wobbly my lines are? Okay, so the mistake I made was poking holes in the bottom of the cup. You really don't want to do that. And I've got too much silicone. You can see here, you can see the canvas through. There's a spot there, there's throughout, especially on this edge here. You can see the canvas. So the silicone was a bit much. Yeah, okay, I'll be right back. All right, guys, this one might end up being a complete failure. There's some nice stuff going on, but it is way too busy, way too full of silicone. So I filled 3 more cups, and I'm just going to do 3 ring pours, and I'm going to try to do 1, 2, 3 in about the same area, so when I stretch them, it's easier to stretch without having to overstretch. I used nearly the same colors, although I am out of a lot of the colors I had used. So, for example, my green that I'm using is just the green. There's no white added to give it some more translucence, or less translucence, I mean. I did all the 3 cups the same way as far as layering the colors goes. So they should be fairly similar looking, I think. I expect that the silicone underneath will create some cell action, even though none of the paints in these cups now have silicone in them. Oh, there was definitely a clump in that one. Do a little bit of a traveling ring on this one just to see what we get. Good. 1 more cup. And I am trying to kind of twist my wrist a little just to add more movement. Okay. Wow. Look at all the cells. I don't know where the cells are coming from. I really don't think the silicone would have done that quickly. So, we'll see. Just gonna pop some air bubbles. You can see how much paint I have on this canvas, way too much. Hopefully we come up with some fun effects. You know what? I really need to fix that cup. Let's see if I can. Oh, balance this. Okay. Really hard to watch all 3 ring pours at once, but we're doing our best. Trying to recenter my paint before I stretch too far. Always important. Boy, I'm gonna lose a lot of that last ring pour. Oh, I should have watched for that chunk sooner. Look what that did. This is such a beautiful, beautiful pour, and I've got this silly chunk in the middle. And I'm dripping paint on everything because my hands are thoroughly covered. That was a big chunk. Okay, let's see if I can just kind of flow the paint over that section just to kind of give it a little more shape of some sort. Okay, that's better. I am really liking this, guys. I'm so glad I did a re-pour. And I think I'm gonna stop there. Get this cup positioned better. I love all these little cells on this end here. Okay, there we go. I'm still getting all the way down to canvas here, which makes me very, very nervous. I mean, that's potentially a big problem. So right here, we're getting all the way down to canvas. Right here, all the way down to canvas. So let's see if we can just kind of pick up some paint and help that along a little, maybe. I have bare canvas over here that never got paint, which is very interesting. So, lesson learned, less silicone next time for sure. I really didn't feel like I had added that much, but clearly the canvas disagrees with that assessment. So I'm hoping, I don't know if this is working or not, but I'm hoping that by rubbing my finger across the way I am, I'm taking that silicone right off so that the paint can then close in around where there was, but see, these are popping right back up, so they may just be that way. I don't see any that are so horrible that are like right on, they're all on the edge. So I may be able to touch that up once this dries. I'm gonna add just a little drop of white here and here. Let's see if that gets eaten through too. Oh, that's such a bummer because this is really kind of cool. All right, I'm gonna let this sit and develop for a minute, and then I will check back in with you guys and let you know if I keep it or not. All right, guys, back with you. The silicone is still eating through to the canvas, which is horrible, but I'm trying to add paint to the sections where it looks pretty bad. And then what I think I will do is, I'm really liking this canvas. So anything that's going to show when it's hanging, I'm trying to fix now. Anything that's on the edges, I will fix once it's dry. I will probably paint the edges a solid color, black or white. It's really a bummer to me that I made this mistake because I feel like what I have on the front of the canvas is so pretty. But there's not a whole lot that you can do once you've put too much silicone on the canvas other than scrape and start over. And I really, really don't want to do that. I've got some beautiful sections here. This where the blob was is not so great. I love this through here. I love this up here. So I'm just going to hope that what I've done with adding the paint in the areas where it's kind of gone all the way through to the canvas, I'm gonna hope that that's gonna work. I'm going to try to save this. I'm gonna sit here and kind of watch it for the next hour or so and just see how it develops. It may turn out beautiful. I may decide that it just needs to be given up on, but hopefully we can get some real beauty out of it and salvage what I may have really messed up by using so much silicone. I only used a drop or two per cup that had silicone, but clearly that was way too much for the amount of paint I had, or I wouldn't have the issues that I'm seeing now. So I do think before I let you go, there's one section I don't love, and that's this right here. And I'm kind of thinking I'm going to swipe over that with a card just to see if we can. What I don't like is the wonky lines, and there's some wonky cells there. So if this painting is already kind of, I'm unsure how it's going to work, we might as well fiddle with it and see what we can do. Not too much, because I don't want to destroy what I have, but just one quick swipe over this section. Very light touch, hopefully. Look at all the cells that brought up. Wow. All right, then I'm going to do this section right here. I am cleaning my swipe tool in between each swipe just to make sure that it is nice and clean and I'm not going to completely muddy up my colors. So I'm going to leave that for now. I do believe I really like that better, that bringing up those cells really helped. I do see one little section over here where the paint is kind of thin, so I'm just going to try to pull some paint over that, make sure it stays covered. I don't want that bare canvas showing through, but all right, guys, let me know what you think. I will give you a close-up. I hope that this doesn't change too much and that it dries well, because I'm really liking most of it. There are some sections where it's just sad because like I said, I did too much silicone. Trying to see if I can fix this corner. I may be making a huge mistake, but I think if I pick up some of this paint, I can kind of lay it down here and just help that out just a touch, just a touch. The side especially needed help, so we'll see how that does. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop fiddling. I'm gonna let you go. Thanks so much for joining me, and hopefully I will see you on the next one.